Hello and welcome back to the Cosmic Goddess channel. My name is Fola and I am blessed to be here to do a weekly energy reading for the week of July 3rd through the 9th. It is July. It's July. Happy 4th of July if you celebrate. If you don't, I understand. But yeah, I'm excited to do this energy reading. There are not a lot of transits, so we're going to take that a little differently than we usually do. But yeah, I'm going to pull some cards for you. We're going to talk about some energy. We're going to have a funky good time. Let's get into it. Monday, July 3rd. This is the Capricorn full moon. So the sun is going to be in Cancer and the moon is going to be in Capricorn. And this transit is going to happen while the moon is trining Jupiter. All right. And so that means the sun is sextiling Jupiter. And what that means is you are going to get an influx of feelings, but also the moon is going to turn around and show you what is more important for you. That sun in Cancer is very emotional, but the moon in Capricorn says, but this is what we need to do, okay? And then that trining of Jupiter and the sextiling of Jupiter is going to stabilize you. It's going to give you a feeling of comfortability, of safety, of need to find your own sense of self-worth within this, all right? So you may feel a tug of war between the sun and the moon, but then Jupiter is going to step in and expand your own worthiness. So not only are you going to be able to find the value in your feelings, but you're going to be able to also understand the value of where you want to go and bring those things together. Find a nice balance, temperance, if you will. Temperance to face your emotions and your ambition with courage and confidence. Tuesday, July 4th. This is a Capricorn moon day, and then it's going to turn into an Aquarius moon day. But before the moon shifts from Capricorn to Aquarius, it's going to trine Uranus in Taurus, sextile Neptune in Pisces, and oppose Mercury in Cancer. And so usually the Capricorn moon is all about doing the work, but Uranus is going to step in and shake things up a little bit, shake up our foundations. Neptune is going to step in and make us a little more spiritual than we usually would under a Capricorn moon. And our spirituality on this day is going to help stabilize us. Then it's going to oppose Mercury in Cancer, and that is going to allow us to hear the messages that we are receiving from our emotions. Then about 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the moon is going to shift into Aquarius, and that is going to really bring in that Uranus energy. And we're going to want to shake things up even more, try things new, see things from a different angle. All right. You want to try to commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things and trying out stuff that you might not usually try out this day. Play and have fun. Wednesday, July 5th. Today, the Aquarius moon is going to square Jupiter in Taurus, and this is a full day of the moon being in Aquarius. And when the moon is in Aquarius, it likes to think in structures, but also it likes to think outside the box. And Jupiter may not like that. Jupiter in Taurus kind of wants us to stick with what we know and to excel in that. So you might feel a push and pull of wanting to do things differently, but then also feeling as though the only way that you can really succeed and expand is by expanding on what you're already comfortable with. Now, we're also going to be building up to Mercury in Cancer, squaring Chiron in Aquarius. So you might feel the pressure of that as well. The pressure of how our self-assertion or lack thereof has made us feel in the past, and really diving deep into those feelings. All in all, today is a day to push yourself beyond what you already know, beyond how you have already shown up in the world, how you've consistently shown up in the world, and become a newer version of yourself. Thursday, July 6th, Mercury in Cancer is going to square Chiron in Aries, and this is going to bring up messages on how we have felt about our own self-assertion, and it might have to do with others as well. How we have felt held back by other people in the past, even though it's really just us allowing ourselves to be held back. how we have allowed ourselves to be a little smaller than we actually want to be, and how we're not going to do that anymore. You might end up digging into your emotional field on this day and really clearing out some clutter on what it is to truly show up authentically as yourself, what it is to break down the barriers that have been built up in your past and step through a door and open up a new version of yourself, to try things that you've always wanted to try, to put forth a project that has been in the back of your mind for a while. This day is a day to lean on others because they might be able to show you something that you didn't know about yourself. And it is to know that anything that you come across on this day, any barriers or any allies, take note of who shows up for you and take note of how you can better show up for yourself. Friday, July 7th, Mercury in Cancer is going to sextile Uranus in Taurus, and at the exact same time, the moon in Pisces is going to conjunct Saturn in Pisces. And this is very significant, okay? Mercury in Cancer wants you to tap into your emotional field, wants you to understand how you can get to know yourself better. And Uranus in Taurus wants you to let loose. It wants you to go after the things that you've wanted but felt like you needed to stick to your routine and so you couldn't do so. Mercury and Uranus working together is all about understanding how powerful affirmations can be. And the moon in Pisces with Saturn in Pisces tells us that the things that we say to ourselves, the things that we implement in our lives, such as meditation and affirmations and yoga, all of these spiritual practices are going to aid in our growth, our understanding of what abundance truly means, how we can be limitless in our mind and thus in our world. Saturday, July 8th, the moon is going to be in Pisces, and then at about 3:19 p.m., it's going to shift into Aries. And this is the end of a full moon cycle. So we go from Pisces, the all, unconditional love, spirituality, music and dance, the subconscious, straight into Aries, which is our self-starter, who we are, our Mars energy. So we're going to be clearing up some clutter today. We are going to be healing and revealing things from our past cycle, the moon cycle, and then using those messages, using what we garner from that cycle, that unconditional Pisces energy, into what we want to start next. How we can begin again. It's a renewal this day that we'll be experiencing emotionally. It's a chance to be grateful for the messages that we've received and that we've learned over the past month and implement that into our next monthly cycle. Sunday, July 9th, Mercury in Cancer is going to trine Neptune in Pisces, and this day is going to be all about letting go of the fear of things we cannot see, of things that we are worried about, of things that we feel we are lacking in our lives, and trusting, stepping into an energy of trust and understanding, an energy of love. Know that you are always being tested on how you can step into your energy of unconditional love. And that's what Neptune in Pisces wants to bring to us. And Mercury in Cancer wants us to understand where we are emotionally living. So you're going to be asked to do a little bit of an emotional inventory on this day and a debriefing. And it's going to lead to wonderful things. It's going to lead to you dropping your inhibitions, dropping your need to know all the answers, and stepping into an energy of faith. All right, y'all, let's get into this reading. This is for July 3rd through the 9th, Monday to Sunday. I'm going to pull 3 cards. The first card is going to be our overall energy for the week collectively. The second card is going to be any obstacles that we are facing. And the third card is going to be wisdom and guidance from the ancestors. Whoa, oh my gosh. Oh Lord, look at that. Tower and 5 of Cups reversed. Okay. An emotional renewal. Okay. I like that for us. That message may not be for everybody, but it's definitely for some of you. Spirits, ancestors, guides, what will be the energy that we are dealing with for the week of July 3rd through the 9th? What messages do you want to share with the collective, and how can I share through a clear vessel? Allow me to share the energy and the messages that you would like me to pass on clearly. Allow me to allow my channel to be a safe space for the people who join us. Spirits, ancestors, guides. Oh, geez. These cards do not want to shuffle together. They don't want to go together. Ooh. All right. So from that, I'm getting, some of you may not be getting along with other people. And I think part of this week is going to show us how to get along a little bit better. Ooh. Is it better to shuffle up? No, it's literally, and this doesn't happen to me every time I shuffle. All right, so I know that it's a message. There is some stickiness going on here. There might be some energies, some emotions that are not gelling. Yeah, and as soon as I got that out, guess what? Shuffling became easier. Thank you, guys. Few more. Last one. Actually, no. There's one more. Now, last one. Yep, bottom of the deck, 3 of Pentacles. Working together with others. Energy of the week. Ooh, Knight of Wands. Okay, there's some passion, some drive. Some of you might be going on vacation. This is about spirit and energy. A go-getter, but like not in a I want to achieve Capricorn way, but in a go-getter, like this is Sagittarius energy, like fly free. All right. Obstacles, 4 of Cups, boredom and not seeing the blessings around you. And our guidance is to connect to spirit and ourselves. The Hermit. Doing meditation, doing work. This is a card of Virgo, of being diligent about your own improvement. Just so you can see the 4 of Cups. She is bored AF. She's like, is it over yet? All right, I'm going to shuffle this and actually pull some clarifying cards of this before I get into my oracle cards. Can you clarify the Knight of Wands for me, for the collective spirit? Ooh, 9 of Wands reversed. 9 of Wands reversed with the Knight of Wands. It's like you're letting go of, because like the 9 of Wands is about being almost near the end of the journey, feeling burdened, feeling bruised and battered. And this is like, I'm just going to fly free. I'm just going to let go of that feeling of, I want to say pain. That's what's at the top of my lips, but I feel like that's not the right word. The feeling of exhaustion. Yeah. Tell me about the 4 of Cups. Oh, Jesus Christ. 4 of Cups, 5 of Wands, and the Ace of Wands reversed. A competitive spirit, competitive heart, and burnout. Beware of burnout this week. Tell me about the Hermit. Tell me about the Hermit. Ooh. 7 of Swords reversed. So for me, sometimes 7 of Swords reversed can be like sneakiness and gossip and beware. I'm seeing this as standing still, because the 7 of Swords upright in this deck is like quick movement, using only the resources you need, being grateful. But when it's reversed here, I feel like it's like, stand still. You may not need the things that you think you need. The things that are causing this whole like feeling of, ugh, because you don't have them. You don't need them. I think you need to connect. You need to slow down, focus on your breath, focus on the beat of your heart. You know, they say that the moment of breathing in, if you focus on that, you can really, truly be grateful, because every time you breathe in is a miracle. All right, let's clarify. Ooh, let's use my archetype cards. Come on, Caroline Myss. All right, this deck is really, really big as well. I am going to try. Yeah, I'm going to try to do. There we go. Okay, we're getting a rhythm. Tell me about the Knight of... Well, not yet. Not yet. I feel like... Okay, I'm just going to put this card out because I didn't ask for the Knight of Wands, which is what I want. I was just shuffling. This one says Mediator. The light attributes are a gift for negotiating fairness and strategy in personal and professional life. Ooh, that full moon in Capricorn on Monday, probably the day that you're seeing this video. Respect for both sides of an argument. Yes, the sun is in Cancer and the moon is in Capricorn. Seeing things from both an emotional and a logical, but not just logical, a professional side. And then the shadow attribute is negotiating with an ulterior motive or hidden agenda, either personally or professionally. Okay. All right, now tell me about the Knight of Wands and Nine of Wands reverse. Oh my gosh. Oh, this deck is so big. Tell me about the Knight of Wands and the Nine of Wands reverse for my collective for the week of July 3rd. Ooh. Okay. Alchemist and Judge. Transformation of base motives and goals into golden wisdom. There's that motives word again. Misuse of power and knowledge that come through spiritual practice. Judge. Balancing justice. Balancing justice and compassion. Managing the fair distribution of power. Look at this. Fair. You know, like, I don't know. I feel like all three of these cards go together. Alchemist, Judge, and Mediator. So with that energy, I would say beware of the Knight of Wands, because the Knight of Wands is a fierce protector and can be a little hot-headed sometimes, you know. But you do need the Knight of Wands. You need somebody to step in when they think things are unfair. But you want to make sure that you're not coming in hot. I want to tap into the Nine of Wands reversed. My Light Seers deck. Let me get some of the adjectives for it. There we go. Need to open up and trust people. Ooh, holding on to old stories. The need to let go of old battles. The need to follow through and finish what you started. Trapped up by your own boundaries, giving up. So with that need to follow through on what you started and finish that, the Knight of Wands can also be touch and go. Not very reliable, but so the Knight of Wands is like not here for a long time, but here for a good time. Interesting. The Nine of Wands says, don't give up now. You're almost there. As you round the corner towards success, something may surface that threatens your feelings of security and achievement. It's important to remember how far you've come. As soon as I pulled this card, I was like, oh, the joy. The joy. I think don't give up. Let go of old stories that are causing you this, like, I'm missing something, you know, like, tap into the energy of gratefulness, gratitude. Don't just see what you want and see that you don't have exactly what you want, but see what you do have. See the other side of the story. It's not just glass half empty. Words. It's not just glass half empty, but glass half full as well. All right? And slow down if you can, okay? I feel like I'm tripping over my words here because I'm trying to talk too fast. Slow down. All right? Tell me about the Four of Cups and the Five of Wands. Oof. And the Ace of Wands reverse, victim. Oh, God, look at that victim card that came out. Oh, victim, gossip, king reversed. Ooh. Victim says, prevents you from letting yourself be victimized or victimizing others. Playing the victim for positive feedback in the form of pity, inability to maintain personal boundaries. Ooh, Five of Wands is definitely like boundaries, but also like competitiveness. Gossip, which can lead to gossip, says, awakens consideration for the feelings of others, honoring trust. Then it says, thrives on the power of passing on private or secret information, betraying confidences. And then King, reverse, because it's reverse, I'm just going to read the shadow attributes. Excessive feelings of entitlement. Oof, rulership without restraint. This gives me entitlement. It's like, wah. Look at her. I'm sorry. Look. Just like, Be wary of playing victim. And I don't even like to use that, but like, just be wary of victimizing yourself. All right. Obviously, you can have people do things to you that you are not okay with and you're not cool with, and that does make you a victim. But make sure that you are not, especially when it comes to gossip, make sure that you're not like, so-and-so did this and so-and-so did that and this and that and you know what I mean? Try to deal with any issues that you have head on with the person that you're having them with. Try to also lead with love in that sense. Like, obviously, if somebody is brutalizing you, you don't have to always lead with love. You can lead with an iron fist, but try to, especially when it comes to things that are petty, especially when it comes to things of the workplace, try to avoid spreading things around, because there is nothing worse than when somebody hears something from somebody else that you were saying about them. You might as well just talk to them about it, because it's probably going to be better received that way, all right? And try to lead with gratitude, yes? Try not to step into entitlement, because in all honesty, we're entitled to nothing but dignity and respect. Everything else that we want on top of that, like, we're all born naked and the rest is drag. Everything else is up to other people's discretion, what they want to give us, which is sad sometimes, but it's true. It's true. All right. Tell me about the Hermit and the Seven of Swords reverse. Ah! Should I take that? No, it's saying no. There's just too many cards. Tell me about the Hermit and the Seven of Swords reverse. Can I get like one or two cards, please? Ooh. Whoa. Okay, well, I'll take... There's still more that want to come out. I'm not taking that. It's too many. So sorry. Mother and Visionary. Nurturance, patience, unconditional love. Look. Joy in giving birth to life. Shadow. Smothering or abandoning children. Instilling guilt in children for becoming independent. Visionary. Capacity to envision what is not yet conceivable to others. Oh my gosh. Yes. Willingness to proclaim a vision without regard for personal gain. All right, and Shadow. Selling insights to the highest bidder, compromising your vision to make it more acceptable. Yeah, I say the wisdom is to nurture your own visions. Yeah. And if you are having issues, instead of talking to other people about it, which would be that Seven of Swords reverse, sneaking around, talk to Spirit. Ask Spirit for advice. Journal. You know, like, try to understand your feelings, and instead of spewing them around, especially since everybody might be in a gossipy state of mind this week, you know, and you don't want one thing that you say to get around to everybody, and so all of a sudden it's a game of telephone. You don't want that. Connect. Get quiet rather than becoming loud. And loud isn't a bad thing, but in this case, if there is something bothering you, choose to be quiet about it. And by be quiet, I don't mean stuff it down. I mean meditate on it. Focus on your breath. Write down your feelings. Talk to spirit. Talk to God. Talk to whoever you talk to about it. And come to a solution that way, rather than vomiting your feelings out onto others. Because you never know what somebody else is going to do with what you have said. You know, when you do that, you leave your feelings and your words in the hands of others, and they can do with it what they choose. And that is probably not beneficial to you. What's beneficial to you is having your feelings, but still leading with nurturance, patience, unconditional love. Can you see without the ring light? There we go. And joy. Give life. All right. Do I want this one? Do I want this one? I'm going to go with the animal spirits. Yes. Let's go with the animal spirits. Spirits, ancestors, guides. Is there any other messages that you would like me to share with the collective for this week? Thank you. Thank you. Cow spirit. The miracles are endless. Cow spirit, look at her. Look at the abundance. Look what you can have this week, what you can create this week. By focusing on the light at the end of the tunnel. By focusing on the things that you have already. And the visions, the things that you want to put into motion. Honestly, focus on you. Focus on, instead of focusing on what you don't have, get quiet and focus on what you want to create. Because the miracles can be endless. All right, cow spirit. We love her. Moo. All right, I'm going to read the protection message. Cow spirit asks you to pay attention to how you nourish your mind, body, and spirit, because right now you are wobbling around like a newborn calf on its unsteady legs. Perhaps you've been spending too much time distracting yourself on the internet, or obsessing over a relationship, or choosing to eat food that is not healthy. Whatever it is, you are being nudged to assess how you are looking after your needs. Remember, the universe has a way of reflecting back to you events and conditions that match how you treat yourself. Yes, it does. Cow spirit reminds you that the universe wants to give you the very best, but needs you to do your part to participate and nourish your well-being. Heed her message, and everything will shift in your favor. Oh, I love that for us. Take care of yourselves this week. Take care of your mind. Take care of your spirit. Be the hermit. Do what you need to do for you. And do it unapologetically. I hope you have a lovely week. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you spending your precious time with me. Yeah. And until next time. Bye. Bye now.